All right, next all call question comes to us from Old Buzzy. And Old Buzzy asks us, what are some of the things you are most thankful for when it comes to Disney parks in 2020? As we are here on Thanksgiving week, the cusp of Thanksgiving week, and enjoying ourselves some holiday time is a great question. What are you most thankful for Disney parks in 2020 is a very unique question, given the fact that for several months, Walt Disney World was closed down and the theme parks were closed down globally. Disneyland theme parks still closed at this time as we speak. So what are some of the things that you would say you're most thankful for, Katrina?
That's a really good question. Okay, honestly, I'm happy that the parks are open to give jobs to everybody. That's been probably the toughest for everybody that has been close to people that we know that work at Disney parks in Florida and in California. So I am thankful that the parks are Disneyland not really, but at least there's jobs available, and then Disney World, it's open. So the jobs that are there for people. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What do you think, Tyler?
Yeah, that's obviously that's the first one I got to lead with. I agree with you on that. That's nice that people just have a place to work again. More selfishly, I'm happy Carthay Circle just opened again. I'm stoked. So I'm going to be going there as soon as I can. We weren't able to go because Katrina has her day job, and then just we've got stuff to do. We've got this show to do and things like that. So we haven't been able to go to Carthay yet, But when I get there, man, it's going to be a heck of a day.
Yeah.
Sidecars, keep them coming.
Keep them coming. You bet.
I'm stoked. I want to try that lamb. That's a new dish that looks really good to me.
I drooled over some Instagram pictures. I'm not going to lie.
Oh.
They looked pretty yummy.
My goodness. Well, we'll jump out to our Walt Disney World reporter on that note. Garrett Hassel standing by for us. What are some of the things you're most thankful for when it comes to Disney parks in 2020?
The first thing I'm most thankful for are the cast members. They make Disney what it is. It's not Disney without the cast members. They work tirelessly. It's hard work, and they put their heart and soul into everything. So to any cast members watching, or past, present, future cast members, thank you all for what you do, because even though you're telling people wear your mask and everything, and people are thank you so much, because you are the ones that keep the magic going. You keep the magic alive with your spirit, and I'm so thankful to have been a cast member, and I really appreciate all of them. But another thing I'm thankful for, it's definitely something selfish on my end, is I'm just happy that the parks are open again, because I can go whenever I want, because I live 5 minutes from the parks.
Well, la-ti-da.
I'm sorry that you live a couple thousand miles away, but it's nice to have the parks open and to have a sense of normalcy again, even though it's not all normal. But going to the parks was something I got to do all the time beforehand, and it's nice to be able to do it again. Granted, now I have to reserve the time I want to go. In the past, I used to get off work and be like, hey, let's go to Epcot. Cool. Now I got to plan in advance, but still, I'm thankful that the parks are open again, because they could easily have done, all right, we're closing everything until this whole thing blows over. But thank you to Disney leadership and the cast members for keeping the magic alive and giving me a place to go when I need something to do and something to film, because without the Disney parks open, I'm out of a job. And yeah.
Well, we appreciate that too, and I think to touch on that as well as what you guys have said, when you think about Disney parks and you think about the impact that cast members have, I am so incredibly thankful for I think this bizarre situation that has led to a bit of a hospitable reset. It's no secret that leading up to the shutdown and the pandemic and everything that was going on, Walt Disney World and Disneyland theme parks were just oversaturated. There was so much happening. There were so many people there. It's a good problem to have for Disney because the demand was so high. But I think what happened coming out of this shutdown and going through this pandemic process, if there is a silver lining to be had at all, and I'm not downplaying the severity and the tragedy of the pandemic, but I think what this has done is this has pushed a company that has long felt like they are probably invincible up against a wall, and has push them into a category where they've had to reconsider everything that's important to them and everything that is a profit and revenue generating outlet for them, a revenue generating center. They relied so heavily on the theme parks. They've relied so heavily on film, and they've learned that those things take people going out in public to sustain. During this time, we've noticed that not only have there been a lot of layoffs and a lot of furloughs, which have been truly horrible, but we've noticed that the people that have been brought back, that the cast members who have been brought back online, have just this newfound attitude of hospitality and graciousness, the likes of which I haven't seen. It's been a long time. It used to be said over and over again that Disney service is world-renowned personal service. It's top of the line. And for many years, we stopped hearing that. It stopped being a sell point for a lot of what Disney was doing. And there are a number of reasons as to why that was. But as somebody who spent many years working for the Disneyland Resort and working with cast members and frontline people, I think, if anything, this has helped refocus everybody on what's truly important. And that is these person-to-person connections that cast members make. I am so grateful because if this has shown anything, it has shown the power that a Disney cast member has to affect people's lives. It has shown the power that these people that wear these name tags have to bring joy to others. And in a year that has been so plagued with awful things and so dark and so darn awful in general, to know that cast members out there who are back in these roles and who are back making magic, to know how important their job is something I'm so thankful for, because this, I think, has brought so many of them a realization as to just how big of a role they play in people's happiness in general. Mm-hmm. And without Disney right now, without these Disney theme parks, there isn't a whole lot of joy going on, that you can point to. There isn't a whole lot of places you can even go to experience that happiness and that joy level. So wonderful to see that these cast members are not only making this tremendous impact on everyone as we march towards Thanksgiving, but also to know that so many of them kind of found a new purpose in the job all over again, and that is to connect with people and really hold on to that legacy of Walt Disney. So we want to thank you for your question and wish everybody a very happy Thanksgiving.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.